Good evening, friends, and welcome. It's Lisa Maynard, and this is Kit Crush Wednesday. Thanks for joining me tonight. We're going to wait a couple minutes while we can have people jump on and find me. And so I welcome you if you've just joined and you haven't watched before. I do this live every Wednesday, and we take a look at new kits that Stampin' Up! Has come out with, or the Paper Pumpkins that is a subscription, monthly subscription. So, but tonight we are going to take a look at a new kit. It is no stamping, so this can be done completely right out of the box. You don't need to have any experience at all. Nothing's necessary. So I see a couple people have jumped on, so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hit that like button or the thumbs up to let me know you're here. And so the kit we're going to be looking at tonight, I can't remember the name of it. So Much to Celebrate kit. That's the name of the kit. And so I'm going to go ahead and flip this camera around here, and we are going to take a look at the cards that this kit made. And I already made 3 of the 9 cards, so you could get a gander at what they look at, and they're so cute. And these again are non-stamping, so everything comes in the kit, and we're just basically assembling them. And look at the little cute little ladybug. That is a little embellishment that we're going to put on them. So we have 3 cards. We have 2 normal sized cards, the best wishes and the congratulations. There's some gold foil in here, as you can see, and also little stripes on the envelope. So very nice coordinating. And then we have landscape type card, kind of a slim card. It's not the normal size slim line cards, a little bit smaller, but again, super cute. And we're going to go ahead and make these cards tonight. So without taking any longer and taking more of your time, I'm going to leave that right there because that light is shining, and I don't know why my camera does that, but it does. But we're going to go ahead and bring in the kit and look at this so I can show you what's in it. So of course we always have our instructions, which are very handy, and I'm going to follow tonight just for placement of the embellishments. We've got in here, we've got our Stampin' Dimensionals, those little foam pop-up things make our elements all stick up nicely. We've got our small glue dots right there, and we've got those little ladybug embellishments that we're going to be using. So I'm going to stick those over here. And then, as always, we've got our sentiments, and they come in multiple languages. So we've got our sentiments right here at the top. Then we've got our die cut pieces. Look at all of those beautiful flowers. And then underneath this, we have our card bases and our envelopes. So I'm not going to go ahead and take all of that out because we want to get started with this kit, which is super fun. So let's start with the first one. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in all the elements for this. And we have all of our parts and pieces here and our card base. And I don't know why this flipped. So hold on, bear with me for one moment. I don't have any idea. We're going to look at my messy craft room. If you get vertigo, look away. Okay, there we're back. Again, sorry about that, friends. I don't know why that does that, and it's rocking. Okay, all right. So with this one, we're going to fold our card in half, and we're going to use our bone folder. And as you know, if you watched me before, I always make sure we fold these and burnish them so it's nice and flat. Now on your instructions, it's going to tell you to put, well, not on this one. So I've gone ahead and put our mini glue dots on the back of these, as you can see. And so I'm not going to waste your time doing that, but kind of follow along with the instructions when you do that part of it so that you know where to put those little mini glue dots. So we're going to start, and we're going to put the first one on, which is this one. Now, I'm not really sure. They say A, B, and C. So we're just going to follow the directions, and we're going to take the mini glue dots off the back of that, and we are going to go ahead and place this on the card And this goes, where does this go? Goes down here. It's going to go down here, right about like so. And it's going to go up in there just a little bit. So we're going to go put that right there. And then the next one we have is this one with the flowers on it. So we're going to go ahead and take the backings off of those little glue dots here. They're just a little tricky to get off. Sometimes they like to stick around. Now, this one is going to go up in here, but it's going to come down a little bit into that center area. And let's see, I want that over just a little bit more. Yeah, let's put that over right about there. And that looks good. And we'll give that just a nice little thing. And then taking the backings off the last of ours. And I'm just trying to make sure that you have everything's in the camera at the moment. And the camera has it flipped around on us because I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it can go a long time and it's fine, and then other times it just whacks out on us for some reason. So then we're going to put this down in here about like so, about like that. So there, we have all those flat pieces on there. Now I've got the Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the Best Wishes. So we're going to go ahead and pop the backings, the paper backing off of those really quickly. Those are coming off easier. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to center our Best Wishes in the middle of this card about like yay, just about like that. And that looks perfect. It's awesome. Now let's go ahead and add these little mini ladybugs. So we're going to go ahead and pick those up with our, take your pick tool, and let's put one right here. And I think there's 3 on this card. We're going to put one right there. I'm kind of just following along. We're going to put one right there. And the last one goes over here. Oh, let's get that back. The last one goes over here right there. And there we go. And there's our first card already. Best Wishes. Aren't those cute? Just super cute little, and they're kind of foamy. They're not hard. So that's kind of cool. All right, that one's done. Let's bring in our second card. This is the Slimline card. Again, I've prepped all the pieces, but we're going to go ahead and fold this over and use our bone folder to burnish that nice and flat. We always like to have a flat card to work with. Now, in your instructions, and I did it this way to begin with, but I'm not going to do it this way this time. In your instructions, it says to place your congratulations first. And then you're going to go ahead and put your flower pieces underneath. What I found was difficult about that is everything is on Stampin' Dimensionals. So if we're trying to put this on, and then stick this underneath with Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of it, it's hard because everything is sticking to the paper. So I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it the way that I'm going to do it. And what we are going to do here is we are going to go ahead and take the backings off of these, and we're going to lay these flowers down first. And that way, we're not going to be sliding them up underneath the sentiment. And it was quite a chore to do that the last time. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of look where this should be in relation to my instructions. And I'm just seeing, okay. Just checking on the dog, seeing what Molly was tearing up over there. It's a toy, so that's okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and take the backings off of those. And this one is going to go like this. And again, I'm going to kind of try and center this, but I know that this is going to come down a little bit into my design, or my center part of that. And I think I'm going to put it right about there. Now, this should fit in the middle here without any problem. It's going to fit right there. Those Stampin' Dimensionals are going to go right in between all of that I just put down, and we're not going to have any problems at all. So cross your fingers. We're going to go ahead and center this in here, and that looks pretty good. And there we go. That was much easier to do, friends, than the way that the instructions tell you to do it. So that's just a little tip. You can do it whichever way you want. I don't know why I flung that over there. You can do it whichever way you want, but that just worked a lot better than the way that I did it originally. So let's go ahead and finish this off. And we're going to put some more little ladybugs on here. I'm going to pick that up, and it's being a little crazy on me. So I'm going to get this put down before it comes off of there. And there, we're going to put that right there. And then two more little bugs here. If I can get it off of here. This is not wanting to work very well for me tonight. Okay, there we go. And let's put one here and another one right there, just like that. So there we go. We have that that second card. Super cute. Congratulations. It could be for any occasion you wanted to congratulate someone for. These would be gorgeous for weddings, birthdays, whatever you would like. Okay, last card. Here we go. And again, we're going to fold this over and score it. Very nice detailing. Some gold foil on this card. Just like that. Make it nice and flat. So with this one, we are going to go ahead. And again, it tells us to, on this one, I am going to put my sentiment on first because the parts that I'm going to put under have mini glue dots on them. So it's much easier to stick those underneath than to do it with the dimensionals. So we're going to go ahead and take those off. Now on this one, this greeting goes all the way across the card from left to right, right to left. So I want to try and make sure that I get that lined up fairly straight. And what I did was I just used that little gold line right there as just a guide to give me a good idea of where that goes. So let's go ahead and flip this over. And we've just got a couple mini glue dots on the back of here. Take the backing off of those, just like that. I cannot, unfortunately, go in and out with my camera. So that is as good as it's going to get. Now, one of these is going to go over here. And I kind of, let's see, we want it about right there. We want it about right there. So just right there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our other one over, and it's going to go on the opposite side of our congratulations. And this little leaf is also going to be pointing down. And we're going to put them about right there, just like so. Super cute, kind of balancing the sides out. And then we're going to come in with our last floral piece. Take the backings off of those, just like that. And come in, and this is just going to sit right here, just a little bit over the sentiment, but not really, and just kind of right in the middle of that card, just like that. Super, super cute. And we're going to take one little ladybug, and they are going to go right here, just like that, right by that flower. And there you have it, the third and final card. Aren't those super cute? I really, really enjoy putting this set together. And look at that. We've done it in less than 15 minutes. Now, again, I prepped all these, but you could make these in just such a quick amount of time. So we're bringing them all back in here. Super cute. Absolutely adorable. I'll put the link to this kit in the comments. And next week, and I'm crooked, so I don't know why I'm crooked, but I'm crooked. I don't know why. I'm sorry. This is the way it's going to be. Next week, we'll take a look at another kit. It's the heirloom edition kit, I think, and it has 8 cards in it, and it's really cool. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm really excited to show you that next week. So with that, I want you to have a good week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you would like, please share this with your friends and family. And as always, I'm here every Wednesday, unless I let you know ahead of time. Have a wonderful week, friends. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.